Okay, hi everybody. I'm Jeff Wilson, and I am going to do a little recording session here on Procreate, which is a program I have downloaded here on my iPad, and I'm going to be sharing that with you shortly. It's a new program I've learned. This is the main screen for Procreate, and what it starts with is your gallery of drawings, and I've been doing quite a few drawings on mine, and you'll see a few drawings that were defaulted into the beginning of the program, I guess in hope of inspiring the owner of the iPad. And this is the first little trial I did here on Procreate. This is a few weeks ago, and this is a Procreate sketch that I had done just to test out the system, and had a lot of fun doing it. So I've been doing what I call blog tunes. My wife Barb and I, and one of the subjects has been the present COVID-19 crisis, and that's a little gag I did for that. To start off with, let's create a new document. So you'll see in your upper right quadrant of your screen the plus sign at the very top right. If you want to create a new member of your gallery here, a new canvas, you have some preset canvas sizes, and if none of them look like what you want, there is a black file folder looking object here at the very top right side of that window that I just opened up, new canvas window. And I'm just going to click on that black folder, and you can do customized canvases here. So you can choose pick your poison, as they say. You can choose by the pixels, the width of the pixels, or you can choose millimeters, centimeters, inches. Pixels is the one that's preset. I am old school, so I go back to the inches every time. And so it's telling me that the file right now is 3,300 inches is too big. So I'm going to just cut that down a bit. Let's take it down to about a letter size page here. So I'm going to make that 11 inches wide, and we'll make it 8.5 inches high. So we'll make it like a landscape letter size page. And at this size, at 300 dots per inch, you can change that if you like. I think the preset was 350 dots per inch, but 300 is, in my opinion, more than enough for what you need to do. And maximum layers, you can't change that. That's based on the size of your image. And so let's go with our custom canvas as we have it there. So what will happen is it will open up to the size, and I'm just going to use my fingers on the screen and my forefinger and thumb, put them together, and that will reduce so that you can see the full range of your canvas here. And it's a letter size canvas, as I said. It's you can turn it around if you like by turning your finger on the screen. It's pretty. One of the things I do like about Procreate is that you can turn your canvas around. It's not something I'd ever noticed on any other program that I've ever done on a computer. And I've worked in Flash and a few other drawing programs where you'd actually draw and animate. And really happy with that part of it. You can turn your canvas around so to work with it. And in animation and cartooning, you tend to like to do that. You tend to like to kind of lean in a certain angle to get the drawing a specific way. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the tool here. This is the brush library, and I'm in sketching mode. And I've selected the Procreate pencil. You have quite a good selection of things here. Let's just go through the selection here. You have quite a few different textures that you can use. You can use a nice solid pencil line like the Narrander pencil. And at the top right, you can see where I've chosen a red color. And I might just change that to a blue because I like to start off with blue. I've always, in animation and cartooning, I've always used like a blue pencil to start my drawings. So I think what I will probably start with is sketching with a few shapes and creating some characters, which I think is a good place to start when we're talking about drawing. And there's the kind of the hourglass shape, which is it can be kind of gives you an idea of what you can do. And the next shape beside it, I think I'll do a rectangle and a square underneath it, and the last one a circle and then a pear shape below it. And with these I'll and that's with the pencil tool, of course, and the blue. And the blue is just kind of basically roughing it in. I'm not worrying too much about the clean lines yet. I'm just kind of finding my shapes that I want to do. And let's change the color here. Go to that color tool again, the top right side, as I said. And we'll just darken that red a bit. And we'll just add a little more detail to these drawings. The red kind of helps you find the main shape, and it's really it's just a system I've come up with. It's not what everybody does. I know some people just draw right. I like to rough out, find the shape first, and that's just the way I've always done my work. So I'll find the shape here. And our final shape here, which is the pear on the circle on the pear. And let's maybe come up with a wee character here. This is looking like a figure is coming to me here, but it could be. And let's see, it looks to me like it might be a young girl with her hair styled like that, with little dog ears. And the next one here, this could be, looks like a very, I don't know, it reminds me of a very stern type of character, so I'm going to just add some features here. And this is the type of character I see coming out of a shape like this. Kind of a stern male figure with a mustache, maybe. And some details on there, just some sketchy details. They don't have to be perfectly figured out yet. What I like about the sketching process and about the character creation process is that there's still a lot of ways you can take the character, or take the whatever you're drawing. At this point, you're finding what they exactly are. And like a military guy with a lot of big epaulets and a lot of salad here. Anyway, that's what I see for that one, that character there. And that was just the circle on top of the square. And it kind of gives you an idea what you can do with it. And this is how a lot of my characters are shaped. The one on the right here that I'm working on now, the circle on top of the pear. A lot of the characters I work on tend to kind of start this way. Kind of regular people that aren't maybe don't stand out in regular life, but we can all relate to them. Here, so once I've done that, I've kind of done some sketch lines. Let's do my black line layer.